Yeah, chicken. So I'm gonna be attempting to glitch into
chickens, Eddie.
I'm gonna attempt to glitch into the well for the first time. So
you want to pre-attack it? I would say
2 times.
I would go with 3. Yeah.
Okay. Not jump slash, just a regular slash.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
2.
It's random.
I know it's random. Yeah.
Oh,
All right. It's time to try to find a place to bail. Yeah. Attack of the Hadoos.
I still call them Hadoos. That's funny.
Well, that's what they are.
It's
Okay,
difficult to
take
explain,
2.
though.
Well, I mean, you're technically the one who came up with it.
I know, but I can't, like...
Well, because whenever I have to explain it, I have to be like, "We'll see." You know, there was this one time when Martin made this shitty pigeon noise, but you can just go. And... Anyway,
Nope.
Nope. Okay, I guess just go for 2.
Oh, I thought I had to get 3 and just get lucky with it.
No, it
I
doesn't
think
matter.
it's 2, yeah.
All that matters is that it, one more
slashing.
hit triggers the cutscene.
Well, that's the thing, is you can't guarantee that, right?
Well, you're going to be doing a jump slash with a stick,
Yeah.
which is going to do a lot of damage. So
It's gonna do more damage. And if you crouch stab before doing the well, I guess we don't really have time for that. But the regular jump slash should do fine.
Okay.
So just do like 2 slashes and then
and
then we'll jump slash.
and then we'll attempt to explain the rest of it.
Right.
So
have you seen it be done before?
Nope.
At all? Okay.
1,
So
2.
Okay.
You know the
So go ahead. I'll explain it. It's okay. Go ahead and grab it, and then I'll just explain here. So, the thing with this well is the logs over it are at a weird angle. You basically want to get the chicken to land on the side that's right by the fence, and then you want to jump from the opposite side.
I thought we had it land on the bit behind the sign. Or no?
What? Oh, did I say fence? I meant sign.
Yeah. The sign.
So.
Yeah, I thought you meant this fence on top of it.
No. Yeah, I meant to say the sign.
So like the octagon bits.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you want it to land on that, and then what you want to do is...
Oops, shit.
I'll explain more in a second, but you're going to throw it so it lands there, and then you want to quickly get on the opposite side of the well, and then just, run forward to auto jump, and then take out a stick and hit it in midair. And that should trigger a cutscene and basically throw you to the bottom of the water.
So I'm throwing the chicken so that it lands on the sign and gets
right
stuck
behind
there.
the sign.
Not on the sign, on the part of the well that's near the sign.
Okay.
And the way that you want to do that is, I think you want to go opposite where you're standing now. Or no, I'm sorry. Go back a second.
It's been a while since we've done this.
I can't fucking explain it because you keep moving. Opposite of that side, but then like clockwise 1.
So here.
No.
The flat side.
Opposite
Opposite of the sign.
So I was here. Opposite side of the sign
or the side of the sign?
No, the other side of the well.
So facing the sign, the opposite of the sign.
Okay, go to the other side of the well. Yes.
Yeah.
And then move left a little bit. Yeah. You want to basically try to throw it to where the sign is. It should be able to land over there, I think.
That's a good angle.
If it gets stuck on top of the fucking log, then we have to do a different side. I don't remember which side it is.
If it goes into the well, the chicken will fly out, so either way you're good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and then, throw it,
and then I hop up onto here.
Right.
Yeah.
Jump across,
and then you'll jump
across.
and then jump slash to hit the chicken. This is cutscene diving.
I think it's gonna get stuck on the log, but we'll see.
You might have to get closer. I don't know. Try it, see if it works.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go.
Nope.
Close.
He jumped too far with the stick, I think.
You have to double tap it. because you have to
Oh,
hit it once to take it out, and then again.
I didn't know that. I was trying to hit that and then press like A.
You can practice without the chicken if you want first to make sure you jump slash.
I wanted to do that, but I'm like, well, I'm already holding the chicken, so.
Just so you know how to do the jump slash.
Okay.
But you'll want to like pull back a little bit so when he hit the chicken, you're over the water.
Okay.
I don't know if that's something you can really intentionally do.
Well, he has to be over the water because if you're over the ground, it's not going to work.
Nope, didn't work.
Make sure you basically want to double tap the stick button like the second that you're getting the air, like so that you don't get as much distance with it. Okay.
Hey,
so now the only issue is hopefully you don't immediately start floating.
You're on the wrong side. Okay. So you'll want to pull back.
Yep. Okay.
Yay!
Cool.
Nice. Good job. Your first cutscene dive.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, you can do that
early well. Let's go.
This place is brown.
Yeah.
It is very brown.
There's a brown shrieker.
Yeah.
It really is the best name for it, though. For those of you who don't know, that's what me and my dad called them growing up.
This looks vulnerable.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I think Mastercrest really enjoys these bombable sections.
Mastercrest.
What did I call it?
Mastercrest.
Oh, my Master Quest.
Did they not put anything under it?
I don't think they did.
Oh my god.
They like it, but that doesn't mean that'll be useful.
So, something to keep in mind about the well here is in vanilla. In vanilla, you know, it's got all of these random invisible pits and shit.
Yeah.
And that's just part of the level geometry. Those aren't, like, assets they can move around. So most of them are just kind of, you know, unceremoniously filled with grates now.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of stupid looking.
It is weird, because that's kind of half the challenge of the vanilla is you fall through the ground randomly. And here, all the traps and stuff are fairly open. But from what I remember, it's also like easier, I think.
Yeah, they just kind of. What the hell?
Yeah, they got rid of the the walls. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think they knew what to do with this place.
It's really small area. It's a small space. It's hard to change anything up.
From what I remember, this place has one puzzle in it, and so I won't spoil that one.
All right.
Okay,
Did you get rid of the bubble as well, huh?
No, I was about to spoil the puzzle. I was kidding.
I do like the little skeletons. Just chilling.
Sorry, every time I hear chillin', now all I can think of is there's a Caleb City video where it's like the hero and the villain are constantly one-upping each other, where it's like, you know, well, I knew you were going to do that, so I did this. Well, I knew you were going to know that I did that and do that, so I did this. And there's a part where it's just like...
What? Why didn't he do the jump?
He still doesn't jump, though.
Bruh.
Because Link doesn't know it's there.
That's a property of the pit and not of the,
Yeah, they should have changed the properties.
I don't remember exactly what the line is, but there's a part where it's just like... you thought I was going to be there, but I was at home, chilling.
I think I remember that. Alright.
I will say, like, this is not a great hallway.
No.
Just a lot of invisible enemies. Yeah.
Oh, it's like that fucking Zora's Fountain.
It's the weird alcove, yeah.
Except I know how to deal with that one.
Well, that's just poke shit with the hook shot, so.
Skills to pay the bills.
Do you guys remember how many Skulltulas are in here? Because I'm wondering if I can get up to 30.
Oh, Lord, no.
Okay.
No,
I want to say it's 3 or 4. I don't think you'll hit 30.
As much as I love Ocarina of Time, I never did collect all the Skulltulas on my own.
There was a day like a year ago where I had reached critical levels of boredom, and I decided to try to make a list of every item location in Oot from memory.
Why?
And there's like, because I was critically bored. There's like 400 or so locations. I think I got like 350.
Not good enough. What needs it, Daddy? I did not mean to use Din's fire.
I mean, it works.
Unless it's not gonna reach. Okay, it did.
Yay, it kind of reached.
Family burning to death.
As one does.
Oh no. There we go.
It's a family affair now.
Can I fuck off? Oh my god.
I didn't realize that not just any button would work. It has to specifically be the A button. Apparently.
Your hearts are concerningly low. For me.
Master.
We don't talk about that game.
For me, the least favorite thing for me to do in this game is to have to fight a Stalfos with low max health. Especially, one of the worst rooms in the game for me in Rando is Gerudo Training Ground, first room on the left. Because you have to kill 2 Stalfos in like 30 seconds or something.
Stalfos, yeah. Stalfos are surprisingly hard for me as well. They do a lot of damage, and their hitbox
I don't really know
is the size of a pixel.
Yeah, I don't really know a good way to actually approach them. I kind of just improvise until I get it, and often lose health and take a long time.
So, I'm just gonna go ahead and give my hot take. I would take Skyward Sword over Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom.
Ew.
Same.
It's a gross take.
What
Skyward Sword is the one
like
Zelda I
will
not go back to. I will not go back to it at all. I don't even want to try it again.
It's not that bad.
I actually even like Skyward Sword more than Wind Waker.
I just didn't like it. I don't know. I didn't like it. Link is weird. I don't know.
He has very well-defined lips.
Yeah.
Tree is in there. Like, I don't know. It's a hallway. So.
Yeah, I've never cared too much about like the exploring a big sprawling overworld. I don't mind it, but I like the dungeons, and to me the overworlds felt like dungeons. My issue with it is something that other people also have, but my issue with it is just that they, you see the first 3 areas, and then that's it. You go back to them again.
Yeah.
The one thing
stuff constantly.
The one thing that I think Tears of the Kingdom has done really well is the dungeons. I've actually really enjoyed it because that was actually my idea for the sequel that we were going to do for the ROM hack.
Oh, really?
We were going to have the naturalized dungeons, remember? So basically the dungeons were going to be part of the areas, so they weren't going to be like temples and things like that. So I actually really enjoyed that.
Even in this game, they have a kind of context to them. Like the fire temple is a prison, the forest temple is a mansion.
Yeah, but I don't know. I really enjoyed it because like that was something that I wanted to do for my own game, was have the natural dungeons essentially
Graboid
in the area.
I like the Graboids.
Just the fact that it wasn't the freaking beast either. I was thrilled by that.
I have not actually played Tears of the Kingdom because I didn't much like Breath of the Wild. No, it's fine. I did. No. I've watched stuff from it and stuff.
Okay.
And I just constantly spoil myself on games all the time. I'm the fucking weirdo that the game comes out and I'm immediately just looking up all of the stuff. I maintain that people should be able to stay spoiler free if they want. So like shit like Persofia Gaming pisses me off when he just the game comes out immediately is like final boss and ending and there's just the big spoiler thumbnail. I think that's dumb.
And then there's Josh who doesn't want to look at the screen while playing Pokemon.
That wasn't him. That wasn't him. That was someone on GameFAQs.
Don't be associating me with that shit.
I'm sorry. I thought that was you.
No, there was some GameFAQs thread where somebody said they played through all of Pokemon X without looking at the screen because they didn't want to spoil themselves on the new Pokemon.
I thought that was you because I was like, that sounds like something you would do. I'm sorry.
The fucking shade being thrown.
I'm sorry. But no, I have played Tears of the Kingdom without looking anything up. I actually found
Good. I didn't move.
I found all of the fifth stage shit without being like told about it. I was like, what the hell is all this shit going on? But no, I liked it way better than Breath of the Wild for sure.
So
Your hearts are concerningly low, Master.
So you're not aware of any of Joel's experience with that game, are you?
I have not. No, I don't know.
So to recap,
You should probably talk to him directly about it, but yeah.
To recap what happened, he wanted to get the collector's edition.
Oh, I forgot about
that. And they had all it had completely sold out before he was able to do that, and so he had to settle for buying it from a scalper, which was going to be $200.
Yeah.
He does this. It automatically got sent to our old address, and he had to try to contact the old apartment and be like, can somebody send this out or something? And it's like, well, you have to come pick it up. The timing on it was ridiculous because the office there closed basically at the same time he got off work, so he couldn't get there because it's an hour's drive. He had to go there and basically stalk out, find a way into the building, stalk out the old apartment, and hope that the people were home, which they weren't. Then wait there for a couple hours until they got home, scared them in the process.
Oh no!
Finally got the game, and then just kind of didn't really like it that much.
Yeah, he did
the mandatory update that fixed the duping glitch,
and that ruined the game.
Yeah, and so then he had to emulate it, and emulate the version prior to the glitch being patched to try to play through it that way. And then still didn't like the game enough to finish it.
Yeah.
Oh. I didn't know anything about the duping stuff because obviously I was staying away from everything about it.
He found that the game was very grindy and he couldn't do anything without having a bunch of crap that he needed to grind for, and was unbearable without duping.
For me, I didn't find that actually too much because just in the act of figuring exploring and going around to various areas, I got a bunch of shit that I needed. So I didn't really run into a bad gameplay loop that way. And I do kind of
it's such an open game that everybody's experience is going to be different.
Yeah, for sure. So I do feel bad that it wasn't a great experience, but
so my experience with the game,
I still miss traditional dungeons.
Me too.
Yeah.
And just the traditional game structure in general you can't go to this area until you get the right items. Now it's just you
I
can
do
go
miss
anywhere.
that, but yeah.
I can't really play these games without that because after Joel decided to just emulate it, he gave me the other copy. I'm like, I'll try to play this. I didn't love Breath of the Wild, but I'll attempt to play this without caring about collecting everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's not possible.
It didn't work off.
And so, but I'm like, at least I'll use a guide instead of trying to find it on my own, so I don't have to, go scorched earth policy here. Good.
So that shit coming. I was trying to burn it.
Concerningly low, Master.
Oh,
but even then, it's I don't see the point in playing the game. It's stupid to have to say that, but there is basically no part of it that I find fun.
Oh.
I need the game to tell me what to do, and not give me
that was awesome.
It's one thing where, you can argue, the game says, here's your major quest, go here. But also, here's some other things you can do. Mm-hmm. And, the problem is, a lot of the stuff you want to be more equipped. You want to get more hearts and stuff. And so it really is just go fuck around for 50 hours until you feel equipped to do something. And I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't
for
like
everybody.
it.
Yeah.
So...
I don't fault you, believe me. I feel the same way about Breath of the Wild in that respect. But for me, the thing that kind of tipped everything over into me liking it was the dungeons. Because I did enjoy...
I saw some of the dungeons, and seemed kind of.
I kind of enjoyed just like breaking the shit out of them. Like it's like clear the developers, you really didn't want you to do it this way, but I'm gonna do it this way anyway. It's like shit like that. I don't know. I enjoyed it. But I don't disagree with your points either. So
Yeah,
like,
I just.
so
like,
that's
the
why
best-
I'm allowed to hate Skyward Sword and be allowed to hate Skyward Sword.
Yeah. Like, I guess the thing for me is just, I want to buy a Lego set and follow the instructions they give me to build the thing on the box. I don't want to buy a whole bunch of loose bricks and come up with a design on my own.
Gotcha.
And that's what these games are. Is
That's
it's
a
just
good
here's the
analogy.
world, go have fun. And I'm like,
Yeah.
the fun here is you climb a mountain and then you're like, oh, look, another mountain to climb. There's no fucking there's the shrines. The shrines are fine.
Yeah.
Like to me they're the best part of the game, I guess.
They are
not
pretty fun.
they're not worth the time investment.
I have similar problems with it.
But yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't-
everyone finds their own fun, I think, in Tears. And if it's not your type of game, it's not your type of game. It's definitely like,
I wouldn't.
a vibe.
I don't mind. Like, it's not a personal attack on me if a game comes out and I don't like it. What bothers me is that like the Zelda devs and Aonuma and stuff have repeatedly gone on record being like, "This is the future. We're not going back to the old style. They're all going to be like this from now
that
on."
kind of annoys me slightly because I do miss
It's just-
traditional dungeons a lot. I want, we also have to realize, like gaming's moving on without us, kind of thing. Like
Yeah.
with
just sucks.
Ocarina of Time, this game is 1998.
98.
So
25 years
it's old. It's old as shit, like.
But I still think it's
The-
very solidly designed and very fun. So like,
It's solid. It's a great game. Like, I'm gonna try and get my roommate to play it. She hasn't played it before, so that's gonna be really fun if
Oh,
she
yeah.
managed to go through it blind. But this was our childhood game. Gaming's moving on though. Like, it's just kind of one of those things where
I don't understand why open world seems to be the way to go here.
well, it's not necessarily that it's the way to go. It's the way to go right now. And I think it's going to loop back around on itself because, eventually the ideas will be done and they'll have to go back to something else or they'll discover something
Yeah,
new.
it does. Games do go through phases where,
Yeah.
everything went 3D, and so nobody wanted to make a 2D game anymore.
Exactly.
But then the
And
indie
now
scene
we're
hit,
all-
and everything is 2D.
even
Yeah, now
Nintendo
look at us.
hardly ever make 3D games nowadays.
So you have to look at it as a loop. Eventually, maybe in another 10, 15 years, we'll see it loop back around on itself and people will start putting out more traditional type, what we've seen in
The more tightly
98
crafted
era.
stuff rather than the big loose open.
Yeah. So, and for one thing, like, I think open world is cheaper. I think,
I don't even know that it is because you
I
have
don't
to
know if
make a big open world.
I mean, I'm saying that without any knowledge of the the industry at all. So this is me literally talking out my ass. I think like in general, people because now you have to pay for dungeon designers, you have to pay for all of that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, if
That's
you can
just
reuse a lot of kind of
if you can reuse
cookie
assets,
cutter
like,
content.
if you can
yeah.
plop a shrine down somewhere and be like, okay, this is what the shrine looks like on the outside, that means we don't have to design the outside of it. You know what I mean?
Where the fuck
so-
is the key?
I'm not disparaging the designers either. I think the designers did fine.
Is
there
there
might
just
not
not one
be
in
one.
Master Quest? Is there just no point in this room in Master Quest?
I mean, and speaking of designers, we could talk shit about Master Quest and the fucking design they did in this game.
Yeah.
Like, this game is abysmal.
I would say they did their best. I don't know if they did, but
Oh,
they had a very limited thing they could work with. and
right, exactly, and
they
that's the
tried.
thing. That's the thing is because we actually had to do what the Master Quest developers did with Voyager. We know that the shit that they went through, like we know what they had to put up with, and we know like I can give them a pass because this shit was hard. So, granted, they were, employed in a multi-billion-dollar company. You probably could have given us a little bit more, but
Hold on, go over there. Did you?
That is
Is that the one with the crawl space?
nope, it's over this way because it's flipped.
if the best you could do was two little people who didn't know how to code, then that's fine.
What do you mean?
I think I know what you have to do.
Oh, is it poke an ass? Yeah, I see.
Yep, I remember that one.
At least you can see the crystal there.
At least the camera showed it to you, yeah.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Hey, remember when this room had pits?
I think
When I had to
one day,
develop a fucking Life Grove dance to get through this room without lens,
Yes.
and then I got to describe the Life Grove dance in text.
I think one day we'll get back to Ocarina of Time, but I'm not gonna pine over it, if that makes sense.
I mean, you know, there's only so much I can do anyway. Like, me sitting
Right.
here whining about it isn't going to make things better and make them want to...
No, and I'm not saying we're
Go
whining
next,
about it or anything
No.
like that. I'm just saying, like, we've got the nostalgia goggles on hard.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is more modern games that had design sensibilities like this, I'd like. Like, and this wasn't, like, I know Joel didn't really like this game and Josh really sort of liked it, but I got into, I really got into Metroid Dread when that came out. And I only got into Metroid in general, like, 2 years ago, coming up on 3 here. But when Dread came out, I got super into that game. I played it like dozens of times. And that's a similar sort of thing where it's like, you know...
Yeah, see, Metroid doesn't appeal to me at all. It's just, I don't know.
I never thought Metroid would appeal to me. To me, I'm like... It really was as simple as it has gun, you shoot things. And like, I just lump any game where you shoot things with a like modern or futuristic weapon into just all being boring. But I ended up really liking it because it really does just feel like Zelda, but with more of a sci-fi sort of element to it. It doesn't have discretized dungeon. I'm serious. It doesn't have discretized dungeons, but it's the same sort of sense of like collecting items to progress. Like it's a lot more simple than you would expect.
I think for me, it's not the fact that like there's a gun. I mean, it took me a while to even like play Fallout because I thought that Fallout was like a first-person shooter game, but I didn't realize it was like an RPG. So Joel got me into Fallout. But like Metroid, I have tried, and it's just I don't know. It's
Which one did you play?
I think I tried the GameCube one.
Prime?
Okay, because I know you watched me play through a bunch of them. I couldn't remember if I actually had you try them.
Yeah, I remember. I had the like collector's tin set and all that.
Where have I not been?
Metroid. I tried it. I just didn't like it.
Is that it? Is the lens?
I guess that's it. Oh, I remember. Yeah. Okay.
What the hell did I... Oh.
Congratulations, you have found the one.
God damn it, okay. That was a complete fucking accident. I'm like, I need to go down to the basement, here's a hole.
Yeah.
Also, I think I must be remembering Voyager, because I thought that there was, like... I thought the puzzle was you had to collect 5 rupees to spawn something, and one of them was on that.
Vanilla has the
good.
rupees. Yeah. Vanilla has the rupees to open the door.
Right. I thought there was one on that platform, though.
Oh, I'm
my
fucked.
God.
I'm so fucked.
What?
It took the... What is going on?
Wow.
Oh my God.
That is the best sequence of events that's ever happened.
Master, your hearts are concerningly low.
That was fucking glorious.
Oh my God.
I think we.
It was just one thing after another. First I couldn't escape the redeads because they basically not soft lock, what's the word? Stun locked me. And do it again. Yeah!
Nice.
I like action pose, Link.
And then I tried to just deal with it, and then a Wallmaster got me. I'm like, okay. And the Wallmaster took the redead. And then I respawned at the start, and then died from the damage.
Sun Song. Oh. Is this gonna be a problem?
I don't think the Wallmaster can get you an Ocarina song. You rolled right back.
Well, no, it's because I was trying to roll that way in the first place. So I was mashing the button. Link went the wrong way first, and then turned around and then went back. That was just holding up and mashing A.
Maybe activate the Wallmaster like slightly before.
Yeah, I panicked because Josh was like, activate Sunsong, and I'm like, oh shit, the redeads are gonna get me. Right. Anyway.
But yeah, so I think the whole So, like, you know, there's the whole Metroidvania genre, and I've not played any of the, like, Castlevanias that fit into that, but I think what we determined with Zelda and Metroid being equivalents is it's especially notable in randomizers because people have made so many fucking randomizers for games that don't really need them.
Yeah, and it
And
only
it's
really
usually
works for...
it's usually just, you know, we're gonna change the enemies around, or like you can get some like equipment at different times. But in Zelda and Metroid games, like
Alright, beam me up, Scotty. Even though we never
like
says that.
the progression of the game is entirely dependent on when and where you get stuff, and so when you shuffle that, sorry, go back in and check if you have all the Skulltulas.
All the Skulltulas, right?
Okay, you do.
Yep.
Huzzah.
Okay,
So, yeah,
30
like-
minutes in.
Yeah, so they're a little different because Zelda's usually like one big world with dungeons in it, whereas Metroid is just like
Right.
a world
Just
kind of
big
broken
interconnected
into
thing.
chunks,
Mhm.
and it's more just like hallways, but
Yeah,
they work
and-
similarly.
and that's kind of the thing with like the randomizer that bugs me slightly because we shuffled our items up in Voyager with intent in mind. We didn't just like fuck around and do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
I mean-
you can't expect too much out of it when it's automated like that.
yeah, I'm just saying like I'm not saying like all the randomizers should have intent. I'm just saying like for me, the point of a randomizer, it kind of kills the game for me because it's at
Really?
this point it's just a checklist. Like for me,
Uh.
like oh what chest haven't I looked at? What box haven't I looked at?
That's
What
kind of what I
houses
like
gone
about
to?
it, honestly.
The fun I
And
find
that's
is in being
perfect.
like, out of
And
the
that's
things I
perfect
have
for you.
left,
Yeah, and
out of what
but-
I have left, what's like the optimal route to go check them quickly right
And-
now?
But I have difficulty with that because I don't remember every single spot in Ocarina of Time, despite it being my favorite game.
I didn't
don't-
either until I had to
remember.
learn it, but yeah, I can kind of
And,
understand.
and to me, it's kind of a slog. I don't know.
It definitely
some
does
people are
take a
into
long
it.
time.
Some people are not, but for me, I just don't enjoy the checklist
It's-
aspect of it.
It's not this tree.
Really?
It's that one.
Oh,
Oh yeah, this is the tree that you could knock over, and it would like cause the wall to fall down, and you would get the Triforce.
Yeah.
good.
That was a Triforce legend way back in the day. If you rolled into the tree like so many times, it would fall over and knock into that wall.
Did they get rid of the Skulltula in here?
No, it's still there.
Overworld should be the same.
I wasn't sure if the Skulltulas were included in the.
My favorite thing is the fact that I fucked up all the grottos by mistake with Voyager and I never fixed it. And people
Yeah,
are like,
didn't you guys
"What?"
say that it ended up with more than 100 skulls?
no, I don't think
Or
you can
is-
get all the Skulltulas.
Yeah, I think it was less.
It like ate some of them.
Oh,
Because
I see.
my idea was to use them as like a warp mechanic throughout the
Oh,
field.
yeah.
It did not work out. And then it fucked up and I could never fix it. So Voyager is just completely, the grottos are just completely fucked up.
But it has horses, though.
But it does have horses, which
Oh
was
boy,
my
this
goal.
cutscene.
I'm proud of those horses. I
Yeah.
stole the river.
Yeah, you did. It's a
Creepy
very
boulder,
clever
yeah.
application. I like the creepy boulder.
Creepy boulder of doom. I forgot about that.
That thing was fucking great. What did we determine happened? It took the movement of the water
Yeah,
in the
it
river.
latched onto the movement range or something like that.
How does that shit even happen?
Game was a mess, man.
Sorry.
So weird seeing it like flipped.
You know, since we're talking about questionable Zelda design, allow me to do a cross promotion of my fucking Ballad of a Bloodline LP.
God, yeah. Which you
So-
can go see right now for $10 on Patreon.
Yeah. So, yeah, Martin, you don't know anything about this one, do you?
No.
So basically, imagine on the scale of 1 to 10 of batshit insane, where 1 is a vanilla Zelda game and 10 is the hack with Rudo's womb.
This is
This
like
thing-
49.
No, well, no, I'd say it's like an 8.
For those of you, briefly, for those of you who don't know, Reader's Womb is actually a thing, but we'll move on.
What was the name of that one?
I don't remember the name of the hack. I just remember
Fallen Angel?
Probably something like that. Yeah, I think Cheese has the thing saved somewhere.
But anyway, so yeah, it's a Zelda Classic quest that is, for the most part, solidly constructed. Okay, so here's another comparison.
Whoa! Did you see Zelda and Impa on the horse just galloping in place on the border of the screen?
I think the
it's because the white screen caught it.
Yeah.
Nice. But so to make another stupid comparison here, you know how Hogwarts Exposed was, deplorable?
Yeah.
And riddled with character issues, but the actual writing was usually fine.
Okay.
That's basically how I feel about this this quest, where the game is it's solidly constructed. The puzzles are actually pretty good sometimes. The dungeons are well made. There's no... It's not glitchy or anything, but the plot...
There's not PDF files, is it? In it?
What do you mean?
There's not PDF files in it, right?
I don't know what you mean.
Think about that. I don't want to ruin the video for Hogwarts Exposed had some shady characters that were on.
Oh, I thought you meant dot PDFs. Okay, I haven't heard that euphemism before.
Funny you say that because.
Oh no! It does it?
It kind of does actually. So
no,
the game is basically it's not Link. It's Link spelled backwards is Nil or Kenil, and his girlfriend Myra.
I like the girlfriend. I unironically like that. Just sometimes when you're in a room,
she'll just show up.
She'll just be there, just standing around, or it's whenever there's cutscenes, she's just inexplicably there. She obviously can't follow you during gameplay, but yeah, whenever you're in a town or something, she'll just be hanging around. And add content.
So yeah, you're on this quest to figure out it's the world's been taken over by dark nuts or some shit, and I don't even fucking know, but it's you're off to go exploring these places, and some of the dungeons are normal-ish, and then you have ones where it's okay, so let me think. So the boss of the first dungeon is a static image of a dragon that looks like it was lifted from a Final Fantasy game, just standing there, not moving, while boulders are falling, and the music that plays is the fucking Prince Ali song from Aladdin.
What the hell?
And so that's the first boss. Second boss, naked kid hooked up to a bunch of wires.
Oh.
Powering a machine somehow.
Yeah.
And if you make your way through the machine, and then they're like, oh no, should we kill the kid? It's a moral dilemma. And if you stand around for too long, it just fires a giant laser at you and you die.
It says shoop de whoop.
Yeah.
So is it anyone? I hope no one's about to overhear me over this, but is it a tasteful naked child, or
no,
is it an artistic naked child?
Well, no, because the thing is, at the beginning of the quest, throughout multiple points of the quest, you can just cut the dresses off of girls.
Oh, that's concerning.
Yeah. And they'll just stand there naked,
it's
and
they're 16 pixels by 16
looking
pixels.
over at them. And
so it's not like art. Yeah. Okay.
No, and I mean, there's a guy who has a fucking girl locked up in his closet.
Well, isn't that guy supposed to be a cameo of some other quest creator? And he was like, "What the hell? Why did you make my character have
I believe so.
Have a fucking girl on a chain?" And the creator was like, "Haha, it's a joke."
JK.
But
that's weird.
Yeah, so it's a fucking weird game. But the other thing about that one is, in addition to those questionable decisions, there's also the puzzles often are just try every item on everything on screen. So it's
oh, okay. The classic
it's poke this. Yeah, poke this wall with a hook shot to spawn a bridge. Burn this chicken to make a staircase.
That's fun.
Use the boomerang on this rock to remove it.
Yeah, that's
there
not
was
fun.
there was also a point where there was like a kid stuck down in a hole, and
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, well, can I do anything here? And I pull up the lens. The lens of truth shows you what items to use on things, thankfully. And it shows the hook shot, and I'm like, oh, maybe I can pull them out of the pit with the hook shot. So I use it, and they just fucking immediately transform into a pile of bones. I'm like, oh, I killed them.
Excellent.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds pretty bad.
This game is inexplicable. It's pretentious.
Are you gonna have to censor it for YouTube, or
no? It's like, again, these characters are like 16 by 16 pixels. You can't see shit.
yeah, that's true. Okay.
But this is, I don't consider this spoilers because I'm pretty sure I mentioned this in one of the first videos, but I believe the plot eventually gets hijacked by Dr. Wily and Sephiroth.
Just random crossovers. Okay. Yeah, there's like the Reploids from Mega Man X and shit as well.
It's so weird.
Oh, I just randomly did. So like with that game, so like is it a Zelda style game then? Like,
yeah, it's Zelda Classic, so.
Oh, I see. Okay. Are you still working on your
BA3? Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
We, haven't done much with it lately, but it's not abandoned. It's just we need to.
You'll have like a release date for it.
Oh God, no.
Okay.
We don't even have a release date for the demo. In 2021, I was like, can we release it in 2022? And you're like, maybe. And
y'all should do the whole like set a date and then don't go past it.
That's not going to be possible with this one.
Yeah.
All right.
With Voyager, at least there was a complete game where it was just how much can I change during the time limit. True. Here it has to be built from the ground up.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Because I think we're like, when we finish the forest and the first level, we're gonna say it's like a 5th finished.
Okay. No, it'll be like 2/7. I'm trying to think. A 5th is 20%. 2/7 is like 28%. So it'll be a little under a third, I think.
Are you going to release the demo for Patreon only, or
no? It'll
demo's
be public.
Gonna be public.
Okay.
And it's going to be once we finish the first dungeon. Well, there's already a dungeon, but the first main dungeon, and the side stuff that is completable before the next area, then that'll be where the demo.
Okay.
That's what the demo covers.
We could go like early access as well, but.
What do you mean? Like giving out other dev versions, because we kind of didn't want to do that, because the game actually has
like the whole like here's the game as in its form at the moment, and now we're gonna update it kind of thing. Some people do that way.
I mean, we're basically doing that with just the demo. That's the thing is we have kind of like a more involved story for this one than any of the others.
Right.
In that it actually has a story, like asshole, and it's taken somewhat seriously, though there is still humor. Sort of an Earthbound or Undertale type of tone, where it like goes between them.
Cool.
Okay, Gerudo Valley. Shit, what was I gonna say? Oh no.
I think we didn't want to release.
Oh yeah, we don't want
an update that introduces some of the heavier plot stuff.
Yes, yeah, we want all of that to all be in one go. The parts that are going to be in the demo are not really going to get too deep into the story. It's going to kind of introduce the characters in the world, and that's basically.
You don't want to spoil it, yeah, out the gate kind of thing. I get that.
But yeah, no, we need to work on that. I'm really bad about it. I haven't worked on the quest personally, at all in fucking ages, and it's just because it's a combination of decision paralysis of not wanting to commit to anything.
He has this thing where as soon as he puts anything down on a screen, he feels like he has to keep it, and then feels bad if he wants to change it.
Okay.
Whereas I'm more willing to just do something and then throw it out.
Are we doing waterfall?
Yeah.
It's the other way.
That's okay. I should be able to do it from here.
It's a combination of that and then just the program being a pain in the ass to deal with.
Yeah, because you're using the oldest shit version, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, you're floating the wrong way. I was like, oh wait, flipped.
First, most important item.
The most important item is the milk.
I hate the D-pad
Oh,
on the
the
Switch
bombiest
controller. It presses the wrong button constantly.
The bomby cinch is great.
That wasn't even me thinking it was on the top button. That was literally fucking... That's just how the Pro Controller works, is it will miss input on the D-pad all the time. I hate it so much. It's impossible to play Picross on this thing. You have to use, like, the Switch, the Joy-Cons with the individual
I
buttons.
thought you missed the bugs, and then I realized it caught them anyway.
Yeah, it just doesn't do a cutscene.
That's useful.
Now that you're down here, you may as well make the best of things with this patch of dirt and this cow.
Yes. But yeah, maybe we could show you some of that after this video if you're still around and are interested. We don't have to, but...
we got some time to burn before I go for dinner.
Yeah.
Ooh, what are y'all doing for dinner?
I don't know yet.
Going out somewhere.
We always do on Fridays.
Okay.
My vote will probably be Chinese buffet, but
I haven't been
I'll
to
see
a
what the
buffet
others
yet.
want to do.
I went to that to a Chinese buffet last week. It was
It's
only
a trans buffet.
No.
I was like, wow, where are those?
So I just remembered when you're like, there's going to be a Halloween party in the neighborhood. You should go.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know. It sounds kind of gay.
I will say though,
I mean,
it was
that's
a
the
shame that we didn't get to meet and hang out a bit when I came last time. But I'm planning to probably go visit again in the same sort of time of year, November-ish this year,
Okay,
and I'm
cool.
going to come for 2 weeks if I can.
Oh, nice. Let me know ahead of time, and I'll put in for some PTO.
Yeah.
That way I can be off work for a
Yeah,
day.
I figure as well when it's 2 weeks, we'll be more likely to find a date that works out.
Yeah. The schedules just didn't align last time, unfortunately.
So at this point, we're just milling about, right? Like, we don't have a goal in mind here.
I was collecting stuff. I got the 2 Gerudo things that dropped me off here.
We're just chilling.
From here, I guess I could go up to the castle and... I'm trying to think. There is other stuff to do as child. Oh yeah, there's like the old dungeons
You
and
have
shit.
to revisit the dungeons to get the Skulltulas. Yeah. That's probably going to be a, like,
cut between
highlight
Clean
reel cutting between.
Yeah.
Clean up the dungeon area.
Let's not forget, best part of the game, mask trading quest.
Yeah,
No.
that's going to be a cut between type thing as well.
Do we have
And then,
to do it?
Huh?
Do we have to do? Do you have to? do it?
No, but it's 100%.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then there's the other best part of the game, collecting the 10 big bows.
Mm-hmm. I do at least know a trick for
I
that,
think-
which is you can find the right spot and then just stand in place, and they'll continuously respawn, which is nice.
I thought big pose don't respawn.
Well, no, they don't respawn. What I mean is, like, how if you don't kill them quick enough, they disappear.
Right,
Like, they'll come
yeah.
back. Like, you don't have to
Oh,
leave and
okay.
come back. You can stand in the same
Gotcha.
spot.
I
Anyway,
think
I guess
that
I'll,
and the Skulltulas are the one thing I didn't really do that often in this game.
I guess
so
I'll end
weird,
off with the dying soldier.
All right.
We do love a good dying soldier moment. Gotta give him his airtime.
There's just, Harry Potter side character.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, happy music.
This seems like the kind of guy who would, like the thing from fucking Holy Grail, where it's like the cave of, like carving it as they died.
But it's because he's so very out of the way. Like, nobody's gonna go into the back alleys. Like, they're gonna go straight to Temple of Time.
Mm-hmm.
I
he
like the
cleans them
part
up.
where he stopped moving.
God. Alright,
And, like, nobody goes into the back alleys, so he's gonna be there for, like, months.
Well, I mean, we pull the sword and Ganondorf takes over, so who knows?
Well, yeah,
how
but time
quickly
still
that happens.
passes. Like, that's the thing. Like, time doesn't.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
immediately-
after Link disappears and Ganondorf fucks stuff up, like, how long is it before the town gets destroyed?
That's true. Yeah. I mean, for all we know, he turns into a brown shrieker.
Ganondorf shows up and does the Suavemente dance, and
Ganondorf gently places the door of time to the side.
Yes, I do enjoy that. Alright, is it here that I play it? Yeah.
We're not actually getting the sword, right?
Why not?
I don't know.
Other than the 7-minute
Like-
cutscene after that.
Oh, is
I
it
kind
that
of
long?
figured we would. I kind of figured we'd clean out the child stuff before.
I
moving on.
figure we should too. I'm like, I feel like it would be unceremonious to just kind of have collected a couple things in Gerudo Valley and just be done.
I
And so I'm
don't-
like, let me come
That's
here
all.
and do this, and then next time, it'll be the slideshow.
It'll be a cliffhanger.
slideshow.
Nobody knows what happened
there we go.
next.
Oh yeah. And I'm like, maybe we can make fun of
The stones are backwards. I hate it.
I was gonna be
that.
like, maybe we can make fun of Roru piercing Link's ears while he's asleep, or something. I don't know.
It is really weird when you think about it. Like,
Let's get into
Raru
a
had
heated
to
argument over Triforce percent again.
Yep.
do you think like Raru had to roll him in the bed every so often, make sure he didn't get bed sores, like all that shit? Like, how does that work?
Where's the missing polygon?
It is in. If you look up, the camera's not gonna show it here.
Mhm.
If you look up, I think it's to the right. You can see the missing textures that they forgot to put in.
I'll have a look.
So probably to the left.
To the right, I think.
Well, flipped.
Oh, right, to the left then. That one. There it is. You see the lighter triangle?
Yeah,
There-
look at the
it's
other
missing.
side. I think there's supposed to be like a triangle shape.
Oh, I
yeah.
see.
See? It's
Gotcha.
missing. They forgot to put the texture on it.
Fun. Cool. Well,
Yeah.
I suppose next time.
I'm full of fun facts that way.
Yes. I suppose next time we'll do some cleanup of child
Do
stuff
some
and then,
bullshit.
and then head into the future and then probably do more bullshit before heading to Forest Temple. So, see you guys then. And thanks for coming on, Martin.
Yeah, no problem. It was fun.
It's fun to-
Bye.